यो नित्यमच्युतपदाम्बुजयुग्मरुक्मव्यामोहतस्तदितराणि तृणाय मेने अस्मद्गुरोर्भगवतोस्य दयैकसिन्धोः रामानुजस्य चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये। अपगतमदमानैरन्तिमोपायनिष्ठैः अधिगतपरमार्थैरर्थकामानपेक्षैः निखिलजनसुहृद्भिर्निर्जितक्रोधलोभैः वरवरमुनिभृत्यैः अस्तु मे नित्ययोगः। Namaskaram to all the participants. It's a pleasure for me today, on this great occasion of celebrating the 650th birth anniversary Avatara Jayanti of Sri Manavala Mamunigal. This is celebrated worldwide. Vedic's foundation have been kind enough. They have taken the initiative to conduct this program. The response has been overwhelming. Almost about 400 children are participating. I would like to share some few thoughts about facts on Swami Manavala Mamunigal and the uniqueness that you have participated in this program. Swami Manavala Mamunigal was born in the Tamil month of Aipasi in the asterism Moolam. Moolam would mean Adharam, the base, the one that holds this universe. Moolam also means Karana, the cause. Bhagavan is the cause for all of us. He is the material cause, the instrumental cause. He is the one who creates us. That Moolam, Sriman Narayana, tries a lot, and he tries in various different methods to teach us the right perspective of life. One such method is through Acharyas. This Sri Vaishnava Sampradayam is so glorious as it is blessed by hundreds and hundreds of Acharyas. The first such Acharya being Sriman Narayana himself. The second, Sri Mahalakshmi. Third, Vishwaksena. Fourth, the great Swami Nammalvar. After Nammalvar, it was Swami Natha Munigal. Then Yamuna Muni. Then Periyanambigal's Shishya Ramanuja Muni. You will notice a similarity here. Natha Muni, Yamuna Muni, Ramanuja Muni. They are all termed as Muni, Muni, Muni. Similarly, the last in this lineage of Acharyas was Manavala Mamuni. He was also called as Muni. Why are they known so? Mananashilaha Munihi. One who continuously reflects, one who constantly thinks what to do for betterment of this humanity. How do we develop this society? How do we improve upon our attributes? They were all not selfish. They were selfless. Left to them, they knew the way to live a great life. But they were not much bothered about that. They were almost, all of them, were sannyasis. They were the renounced souls, the ascetics. We can certainly believe in them. We can have faith in them, as they did not have anything for themselves. All through their life, they lived for us. They thought for us. They worked for us. All their efforts was towards the betterment of all Atmans. Muni Mananashilaha, one who constantly meditates, reflects, and brings out revolutionary methods for the improvement of bhaktas. One such Muni, and the last of our Acharyas, was Swami Manavala Mamunigal. He was born on Aipasi Moolam. Aipasi month, Tamil month. Moolam, the star was Moolam. It was Moolam. Rightly, it was Moolam. He was the Moola. He was the Adhara for the whole Divya Prabandham, for bringing out to light the greatness of our Acharyas, to show us the method of Sharanagati, Acharya Abhimana. So we are gathering today to reciprocate, to just show our gratitude, not in terms of material wealth, but in terms of just doing what they wanted us to do. They have given certain prescriptions to us. What would they want in reciprocation? Nothing else than to follow what they have told us. It's a treasure that they have left for us. I have a treasure for my son, for my daughter. What do I expect in reciprocation from them? What will your father and mother expect from you? They have given you so many things. It's wealth, it is your house, it's your great education, it is your enjoyment. What do they expect? Rightfully enjoy what they have left for us. This is what they will expect. At the old age, probably we will have to take care of them little. They don't expect more than that. Similarly, these munis have left us with treasures. Their works, all their scriptures, whatever they have written is a treasure. That treasure has to be learnt, internalized, and we have to practice it. This is what they expect. I have told you the name Muni stands for this. So we are here to reciprocate to these Munis. Nothing else. We can reciprocate by practicing what they have given us, by enjoying the treasure what they have left for us. This is the first point which I would like to make. Secondly, this program, how is it useful? You are revisiting your roots. You go to school, that too, in these testing times. You can't even go to school. You are at home. Probably you can't meet your friends. You need some enjoyment. You need recreation. And that recreation has to be in the right path. So simply take this course. Not only this, you can continue your studies with your parents, with your acharyas, with institutions like Vedics. How? This teaches you to revisit your roots, to get connected to our culture. We belong to Bharatiya culture. We belong to Shiva Vaishnava Sampradaya culture. This Sampradaya is a culture. We have to revisit it. We have to follow that. You go to school, learn mathematics. You study history. You study science. That is one part of it. There is another part to the coin. The coin has two sides. Your life has two sides. One is materialistic. The other is spiritualistic. Unless you balance both, it won't be a holistic development. So to develop as a whole, you need to feed both your right brain and your left brain, your material quotient and your spiritual quotient. These are programs, these pasharams you have been reciting, you have been learning Upadesha Ratnamalai, Devaraja Mangalam, Itiraja Vimshati. There have been oratorical competitions, drawing competitions. You have participated in many. All these are going to keep you involved, are going to keep you absorbed in our age-old tradition, in our culture, in our religion, with our sampradaya. That will really do a great service to you. That will be very, very beneficial to you. You won't know that now. After all, you invest for a future life. When you invest in an insurance policy, or in a bank deposit, or in your shares, why do you do that? You are working now, you earn, you have seen your father earning, you have seen your mother earning, then why invest now? What do we do after retirement? Investment is always for the future. Similarly, you are investing now. This is a spiritual time that you are investing. This investment will really help you when you turn 40, when you turn 50, and of course, certainly when you retire at the age of 60. So don't worry. Am I doing the right thing? Am I spending time on the right? Yes, you are. You are investing for the future. And this investment doesn't stop with material benefits. It goes beyond that. It is not only for this life, it is beyond this life. So I assure you, this is going to do a great thing to you. It will definitely remain with you. You will understand that Probably we all may not be alive even. When you turn 50, we won't be there. But what you learned will definitely be with you. It's for a great development that you are investing. Last point, this is a talent search program. Why do you say so? I have seen music programs, dance programs, literary programs, the people make poetry. Why? It's all talent search. In this music competition, I know this girl sings very well. She will come up well in life. So let us give more chance, opportunity to her. Now this boy talks well. His oratorical skills are good. He is chosen. So there are many talent search programs. Similarly, this is one of them. You have demonstrated your skill, your talent in many different ways. It's either in drawing or in oratory or in recitation, in memorizing, in rote learning. All your parents have to be appreciated for this great participation. But for their enthusiasm, but for their encouragement, you could not have participated. One side is the institution that conducts. Other side, your family is an institution. Each and every one, every family is an institution. That institution can reciprocate to our acharyas. We have not been very congregational. Forever we have not been. This Sanatana Dharma has always insisted on the small family. If that family can please Bhagavan, what more do you need? He is going to bless you. Sriman Narayana, Sri Mahalakshmi will bless you with abundance, with opulence. So this talent that you have demonstrated along with your parents will go a long way. Tomorrow you can become an Adhyapaka. Tomorrow you can learn Vedas. You can chant them. You can become an Upanyasaka. There are a lot of girls. I was given to understand that you have too good speaking. You talk well. Your oratory is good. So you may be chosen. Not by me or anyone. Bhagavan will choose you. Swami Ramanuja will choose you. They will give you great service in the future. Yes, you will be working. A good job, a good status. You will be settled in life. But don't settle with that. You have lot of services in you. You can do much more for this Sampradayam. So don't stop here. Study more. Reflect on that. Wait. Let it be dormant with you. When you find time after when you are 30 or 35, you can reciprocate by contributing to this Sampradayam. That contribution can be, you can go for pracharam, you can conduct classes, you can help the needy. There are so many ways that you can do. So this kindles your service interest. After all, we are all social beings. We have to help each other. And that too in Sampradaya, you have to definitely help. Dhanam, you would have heard about Dhanam. Jnana Dhanam is the best and the noblest Dhanam possible. If someone has Jnana, if you have Jnana about Upadesha Ratnamale, and she has Jnana about Yatiradi Vimshati, share with you. It's not going to reduce. If I have a mango and you have a mango, I share my mango with you, I have nothing left in my hand. I have zero. You have two. Whereas for Jnana, if you teach Yatiradi Vimshati to the other, your co-student, and if she teaches Upadesha Ratnamale to you, both of you have both. You will have Upadesha Ratnamale and Yatiradi Vimshati. She will have Upadesha Ratnamale and Yatiradi Vimshati. It multiplies. If it's material wealth, it gets divided when you share. If it's spiritual wealth, if it is Jnana, it gets multiplied when you share. So let us not divide. Let us multiply. After all, we want our Anandam, our bliss, our experience, our spiritual enjoyment to multiply. I pray to Sriman Narayana, Swami Ramanuja and Swami Manavala Mamunigal to bless you all with more and more knowledge, with devotion, and finally to practice what our Acharyas have told us. I pray to Sriman Narayana and I sincerely thank Vedics Foundation and all those who are involved in conducting this program. My gratitude to them. Let them be blessed by Swami Ramanuja to conduct more and more such programs. Srimate Ramajama Munindraya Mahatmane Sriranga Vasine Bhuyat Nityashri Nityamangalam.